I have a little story for you today, and it's called Dripping and Climbing, no pun intended. Starts out, it's a Saturday morning. I've just woken up from a long night of raging with my roommates before. Now, the identities of my roommates are going to be changed a little bit in the story to protect their identity, but we'll just give them funny little names anyway. So I'm feeling a little bit productive this morning. I got, a pretty good throbbing headache going. I'm, definitely feeling the night before took at least a few years off my life. Well, I want to do something that's going to, uplift me a little bit, give me some empowering. I got a lot of homework to do this weekend. How am I going to do that with this mindset? I'm just feeling like crap all day. It's not going to work. So I'm looking for a little bit of peer support. Go over to my first buddy's room, knocking on the door. Disco! Disco, wake up! Disco's not waking up. I'm like, come on, wake up. Clunk it a few more times, and this thing just opens up. That's how ghetto these doors are at my house. They just open up. He's in there just like, they pass out like that, just not caring at all. Okay, well, obviously he's not going to be able to join me for what I have in store. So I go over to my buddy, I go right next door to my buddy's room. And I'm like, hey, knocking on the door, Fester, wake up, man. He's just like, dude, not right now, I'm tired. We're like, come on, man, let's climb Camelback or something. Let's get out of this hangover mode right now. He's like, you're crazy, I'm not doing that right now. It's 11 o'clock in the morning and it's hot as hell outside. I'm not gonna do that. All right, fine. All right, well, two of my roommates aren't feeling it, so I'm going to go downstairs. Start walking downstairs, and make my way downstairs. And I knock on my other roommates. Now, these are two girls who live with us, but they both live in the same room. They're cousins. They don't care. It's okay. Ariel, Leah, hey, remember we said we were going to go up Camelback Mountain? It's time, ladies. Well, I come on in there, and they're just chiefing the Magic Dragon. Their eyes are redder than the Soviet Union flag itself. They're like, we'd love to go with you, John, but we just, we're feeling Taco Bell or McDonald's right now. All right, well, this really isn't working. I'm not getting any peer support. So you know what? Scratch that idea. I'm just going to go by myself. I'm going to get on my bike, and I'm going to go up to Camelback on my own. Oh, yeah, it's 7 miles away, but that's all right. That's not a problem. I'm going to make it there, but I'm going to take my Camelback with me first, no pun intended. I fill my Camelback full of water, and this thing is just haggling. It's been with Marine Corps with me, and things like leaking, and it's dripping, and man, it's making a puddle on the ground, but oh well. You think I'm going to go to Camelback when it's like 100 degrees out without any water? You must be crazy. So I get on my bike, right? Chains are all like nasty and everything like that. Ching, ching, ching when I get on it. Get on my bike, I'm like, all right, I got my iPod, I got my Camelback. It might be dripping, but hey, I'm riding. So I'm riding and dripping. I'm riding and dripping. And you know how you get into this zone when you're working out? And you feel like you can do anything. You're like, yeah, I'm going to get my homework done this weekend. Yeah, I'm going to make some money. Yeah, everything's going to be all right because, you got the endorphins rushing. It's just changing your point of view. So my internal dialogue is obviously going in the right direction. And my hangover is finally starting to fade away. I get to Camelback Mountain, and I look at this mountain and I'm like, man, this is mighty big, but my attitude is much bigger. So what do? I start going up this mountain. I'm climbing and dripping. I'm dripping and climbing. Getting a little bit higher, a little bit higher. And people are passing me by, and of course I'm going to say hello because you got that awkward staring points. Just you might as well just be the man and just break that awkwardness just a little bit. Hello, how are you? Good morning. Hello. Anyway. I get going up, climbing and dripping. And then I start noticing, I don't really notice this because I don't really care about what people think of me too much, but then I start noticing that these people's faces start getting bitter. They start getting sour. They look like, I'm some kind of like schmuck. They're looking at me like I'm Pee Wee Herman who just got caught in a movie theater. And I'm wondering, what the hell is wrong with these people? So, whatever. These people have a bad attitude. Maybe they're just tired. Maybe they're just hungry. Maybe they're just grumpy. Oh well, whatever. So I'm climbing and dripping. I'm getting up to the top. And then I get to the top, and I'm looking around, I'm like, yes! Made it up Camelback Mountain, drink a little bit of my Camelback. I start walking around, and people are avoiding me. They're getting further away from me. I'm like, what's the deal? I quickly smell myself. Do I smell bad or something like that right now? Did I forget to put on deodorant this morning? And then I start feeling something. I'm like, what? And I look down, and what could it be? In my pants. It looked like I had just peed. My Camelback was dripping down out of my pants, and it had a huge puddle right here, and I didn't feel it going through my pants until right then. I was like, oh, oh, oh! Of course I didn't see that. I just, just like running around up there, and people are looking at me like I am the biggest doofus in the world. So I go behind a rock. I'm like, man, I've got to do something. What am I going to do? I look ridiculous right now. So I take my Camelback, and I open it up, and I just start pouring water on it to make it look like I'm sweating, you know? I just sweat right through my pants. I'm like, maybe that will deter them just a little bit. So I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna go bow my head in shame and get down this mountain right now. So I'm just going down the mountain, and I'm like, oh, man, why did I not know this? I should get a new Camelback, but I just never get around to it. I think it's finally time I get around to it. So I'm climbing and I'm dripping, and I'm climbing. I get down at the bottom of the mountain, take my bike back, and I'm like, screw it. I get back, I'm driving, I'm riding back, and I go back, and there my roommates are, sitting by my pool, just drinking away, having the time of their life, smoking and joking. And, of course I have to tell them the story about what happened. They're just clowning me like, oh, everybody thought you pissed on yourself. I'm just like, yeah, all right, that's cool. Yep, get your jokes in, whatever. And I realize, as I conclude, that you got to be attentive, you got to be aware. But in the end, you just can't care.